It's time. It is time to brew your best beer.
The 2016 SJPorr Challenge is dedicated to your friend and ours, Paul Wickstein. Brought to you by Brewcraft USA, iMake, Gladfield Malting, Yakima Valley Hops, The Grain Bill, Brewers Exchange, Keg Kingdom Homebrew Supply, Hiraki Homebrew, and a special thanks to our silver sponsors.
Hey, I'm back. I've got 2 left. 2 in the 2016 SJPorr Challenge. Tonight's offering is from 86H-99W-32N. There's a whole lot of writing on there. Let me read it to you. What you have is a slightly tart, kettle soured, refreshing summer Saison with beets added to bring earthiness, complexity, and a crazy, beautiful color. The first sip will be like nothing you've had before, but stick with it. By the end of the glass, you'll be wishing you had a whole keg. Beets, a beet beer. On the website, there is no description. That's alright. I've got it on the bottle. So let's get it cracked and see what it's all about. I have a feeling I know what color it's going to be. Alright. A beet kettle soured Saison. What would you say, beeted? Look at that. Don't know if it was keg conditioned or not, but let me go ahead and leave that back. Well, it's let me get rid of some of those bubbles on the glass there, so you can get an appreciation for this color. It is not extremely pink, kind of poured pink. The head is a little bit pink, but it's just kind of got this dark red tone to it that I know is from the beets. How cool is that? There's a little touch of a pink hue on the cap. Lively carbonation, what I would hope for in a Saison, so I like that. All in all, it's pretty clear. I mean, you can't see through it, but you can kind of make out shapes through it. So, lovely looking beer. Let's get an aroma. Wow. Definitely bringing that earthiness. That's wild. It actually has a smell of beets, of kind of that earthy, fresh dug beet right out of the garden. Reminds me of home. I'm almost getting like a rhubarb aroma too. I don't know if it's just the cap or my sniffer, but I'm not getting a whole lot else other than that real earthy kind of like freshly dug dirt, earthy. Right on. Well, I'll come back with more thoughts on the nose in a little bit. Cheers. That's interesting. The tart, the kettle soured side of that plays really well with those earthy, kind of sweet beet flavors. Then the Saison yeast is playing nice in there too. All right, I'm also picking up a nuttiness like peanuts. It tastes like a little bit like peanuts, like a kind of like somehow when, or sometimes when you get that, when you get peanuts in the shell and you crack them, and they almost like you could taste the earthiness in them. Wow. Very lively carbonation, kind of dancing over the tongue. Really works well to bring out all those different flavors. There's a lot going on in this beer. It is 4.2 ABV. It is very complex for what it is. I'm not sure if there are any hops added. Certainly not picking any up in the aroma or in the taste. Love the carbonation. That head's sticking around nicely. I know Elder would love this beer. He would absolutely go nuts over this. And I think Mrs. Elder would too, because she's all about the garden veggies. Very cool. Let me collect my thoughts and I'll be back. Cheers. Okay, had some time with this one. And got some left. Head's still sticking around. A little bit of glass lacing there. Still looks pretty cool. Pretty rad. Figured out what it reminds me of, or what it's bringing to mind. And that is if you made yourself a peanut butter and beet jelly sandwich and made it on sourdough bread, like a really fresh sourdough bread that still has a little bit of a bite to it, then you're getting close. Beet jelly. So it's got a little bit of sweetness from the beet jelly. It's got the earthy kind of nutty from the peanuts. It's got a little bit of sour from the sourdough bread. Interesting, right? So, I don't know if you guys have had beets. Not everyone's eaten beets. I don't know why. Beets are wonderful. But there's two ways that I've had them for the most part, and I can't remember any others. Maybe like in a salad somewhere. But pickled beets and cooked beets. And cooked beets are a totally different animal than pickled beets. I love pickled beets. You got a little bit of sweetness. I think you put sugar in them, and that's the beets that I like. So those are my favorite. I mean, I'll eat cooked beets too, but if I had to choose, pickled beets all day long. So what else? It's really hard to critique this beer because any of the elements that I could critique, like it being a Kettle sour or it being a Saison, I have no idea what a beet beer is supposed to taste like. So I can't really critique it on that. And so the other elements, the fact that the Kettle souring part of this beer is like perfect. It's just the right amount of tart. It works really well. You could tell it was well executed. The carbonation is bang on. The Saison character that's in it is great, and it dries out nicely and has good carbonation. So I don't know. It's good, but it's got that weird twist of the beets. So anyway, it's fun. I really enjoyed it. Still enjoying it. I'm gonna finish this up and let you guys get to the rest of your day. Fun entry. Cool. Cheers. And kudos to going out there, putting it out there on an experimental. Love it. Cheers.